under the blood moon's eerie glow. Whiskey bottles lay with secrets they won't show. In the heart of a ghost town sigh, a lone train whistle moans a forsaken lullaby. Ashes of the silent grave keep my bitter tales, haunted dreams of a lover's ghost where justice fails. On cursed sands where we once swore, now nothing but whispers of the love we bore. The storms dance on forgotten lands where I once held her with these trembling hands. Betrayal's knife, sharp and cold, left me with nothing but her memory to hold. Ashes of the silent grave speak of pain so grave, echoes of a burning church, the fate I brave. Whispers in the desert air calling me to atone. All that's left is a heart as dry as bone. In the shadow of an old gallows tree, I face the ghosts of what can no longer be. The wind cries out her name through the dust. A cursed land's plea in redemption I must trust. Ashes of the silent grave where my demons lay, in the dark a gunslinger's path, come what may. Revenge or resignation under the cold moon's weight, I ride through the night, a soul no longer to save. A tale woven in the silence of desolation, a haunted melody, a gunslinger's last salvation. In the shade of a deadwood tree, where the whistling wind moans, I lay my whiskey bottle down beside a trail of bones. The ghost town sleeps in silence under skies of iron gray. Echoes of the train's lament carry my mind away. Burnt shadows under twilight's arch, a curse upon the sands. I walk these dusty roads alone, justice in my hands. Church bells rang their last goodbye, and flames that reach the sky. In the ashes of a revenge, even the brave can cry. She was the dawn of my dusk, heart stolen with a smile, betrayed by a brother's lie, led astray by God. From the dusty bottle's bottom, my spirit's pain was found. In the forgotten graves out back. My hopes are buried ground. Burned shadows under twilight's arch, a curse upon the sands. I stalk these silent deserts now, a gun cold in my hands. The church cross stands charred and black, a stark against the red sky. In the ashes of revenge, even the strong can die. Underneath the blood-red moon, I face the man who wronged. Words as dry as desert's breath, where I roll up alone. His eyes a mirror of my pain, twisted by the winds of fate. A brother's bond now just as dead, sealed by a darkened hate. In the ashes of the revenge, the past lays bare and scorched. Forgiveness is a distant shore, forever now divorced. The dust storms claim what's left of heart, as I accept the bane. In the land of cursed memories, only the ghosts remain.
Whisper in the black sun, underneath the black sun, the whispering sands call through the ghost town echoes, past the broken walls. Whiskey bottle laying in the grip of a dying hand. Dust devils dance where once stood a promised land. Whispers in the black sun, secrets of the scorn, voices of the vanished, in the silence they're reborn. Fate of fallen angels, branded by the blaze, lost loves and lives in the desert's mournful gaze. She was a shadow in the shimmer of the heat waves rise, her love a fleeting storm across relentless sky. He wore betrayal like an old weathered coat, trails of redemption, words he never spoke. Whispers in the black sun, cries beneath the crow, haunting the horizon where no righteous man will go. Every burning church, a tale of rage untold, in the heart of darkness, in the hollow cold. By the forgotten graves, he heard the train sad song, the steel rails weeping for all that went wrong. Stood before the ruins, his past in the ash, a duel with his ghost in the thunder's flash. Whispers in the black sun, riding through the ghost town, boots dragging in the dust. A photograph in my pocket and a pistol starting to rust. Her name still burns like bourbon in the silence of my throat, and the stars don't shine above me like they did before she spoke. There's whiskey in the dust, blood on the barn door. She left with the preacher. I swore I'd even the score. Now I drink to her shadow, and I spit on the flame. She took my soul to heaven, then cursed me by name. The saloon's a grave of echoes, just chairs and broken lies. I carved her name on oak wood before I watched it burn and die. My hands still shake from memories that the devil won't erase. She kissed me like salvation, then vanished without a trace. There's whiskey in the dust, and the bottle's running low. No prayers left for sinners on this blackened rodeo. I ain't chasing forgiveness, I ain't begging for peace. I just ride for the silence where her memory ceased. Maybe death ain't the end, just a place she went before. And maybe I'll find her voice through that burned church door. But till then I'll keep riding with the wind at my back, and this curse in my chest under skies painted black. There's whiskey in the dust, and her ghost in my hand. I loved her like fire, now I burn like the land. She said not all men die, some just fade and combust. So I drink for the damned with my whiskey in the dust. Shadow of a ghost town under a blood-red sky. The wind moans secrets as old as time. Bottle of whiskey lying in the sand where the spirits sigh. Echoes of the betrayed in each sip I find. Whispers in the whiskey calling out my name. Haunted tales of love lost and the devil's game. In the depths of amber liquid I see her face, drowned in the firewater lies my disgrace. That cursed night by the burning church is the light. Her love was sold on a cold
the storms rise. Betrayal's knife hidden deep in her eyes left me with nothing but a heart turned to ice. Whispers in the whiskey calling out my name, tales of vengeance stirring, setting my soul aflame. Every drop of memory, every swig of pain, in the whiskey shadow I call her name in vain. Face to face with my reflection in the broken glass, a specter of a man I was, fading fast. Promise like forgotten graves scattered in the past. Now revenge whispers with the wind's cold blast. Whispers in the whiskey, this is my final stand. In the silence of the desert I take the law in hand. The truth in the bottle, the gun cold in my grasp. In the land of the curse I found my peace at last.
Under a blood-red sky in the town of nowhere's grace stood a chapel of wood, with sorrow lined its face. A locket rusted on the preacher's chest, whispers in the dust, betrayal's tale forged in flames of love turned to rust. Shadows fall over the rusted locket head, heavy lies the heart, echoes of a love lost, tearing old wounds apart. In the silence of the ghost town, under the desert's moon, lies a tale of a cursed soul singing a forsaken tune. They say he loved her more than the desert loved the rain, but she vanished like smoke on that old midnight train. He searched through cursed lands, his spirit set afire, finding naught but her locket by the chapel's burned spire. Shadows stretch from the rusted locket, darkening his fate. Whiskey whispers, son, it's your love turned to hate. In the quiet of the night, through the cold desert gloom, he mourns a ghost of a girl in his heart's endless gloom. By the forgotten graves, he heard the train whistle cry. Stood a figure in the mist, with vengeance in her eye. You took everything he said, his voice a broken plea. I only took what was owed, for you never belonged to me. Now shadows dance on the rusted locket under the moon's glow, a tale of revenge fulfilled where the wild winds blow. In
the dust of the silent desert, secrets refuse to die. He lays down by the burning church, never again to rise.
In the heart of a ghost town under a blood-red sky, an old church burns its ashes, tell no lie. Whiskey bottles lay at the base of forgotten graves, echoes of our laughter carried away by the desert waves. Wind whispers secrets, cold and bleak. In this cursed town, it's the silence that speaks.
Oh my love, we danced a dance so wild in the shadows of sin. I was beguiled. You were the storm, I the lone prairie, lost in the dust storm of what used to be.
The train whistles mourned on the night you fled, with a heart full of bullets and lies unsaid. Our bed was a coffin, our dreams lay dead, trapped in the memories I can't shed. You promised forever under that old gold cross. Now it's just me and the shadows, tangled and lost.
Oh my love, we danced a dance so wild in the shadows of sin. I was beguiled from the depths of night to the break of day. I've been chasing your ghost, but you faded away. Of this town where the wild dogs howl, I found your locket, felt the old pain growl. The truth hid hard under the moon's cruel glare. In this land of the lost, was our love ever fair? So here's to the nights where the whiskey drowns the past and its lies in ghostly towns. Oh my love, no more dances, no more wiles. I walk alone through these endless miles, haunted by the love that time reviles. Bury in your memory under the desert tiles. And as the sun sets on this cursed land, I tip my hat with my heart in my hand. A lone gunslinger, a tale of woe in the land of the lost. Let the cold winds blow.
Shadows meld with the dirt in a ghost town with the stories untold. The sun bleeds red over cursed land. Whiskey bottles lay with the secrets they hold. Dust devils dance where the church used to stand. Train whistle moan through the silent expanse. Forgotten graves underfoot, whispering sins as the twilight flickers in a deadly romance.
Hear those whispers in the ashes, calling out the past. Faded voices of the damned, seeking peace at last. Each ember tells a tale of love that's turned to rust. Whispers in the air.
rising with the dust. She was an angel, or so I believe. Her laughter once echoed a melody sweet, but betrayals of venom that festers and sees found her true colors in the lies she'd weave. A lover's pact written under blood moon's light turned to a double cross by the dawn's early rise. Now every burned out building to every forsaken night holds the echo of her deceit and goodbye. Hear those whispers in the ashes, calling out the past, faded voices of the damned seeking peace at last. Each ember tells a tale of love that's turned to rust. Whispers in the ashes, rising with the dust. In the heart of the desert I face my ghost, the mirage of a memory, the specter I loathe. I poured the whiskey on the ground where we kissed, set fire to the past, let the flames reminisce. Now whispers in the ashes, lay your spirits to rest. No more haunting, no more sorrow in the silent desert's breast. Let the wind carry away all that once was us. Whispers in the ashes, settled into dust.
In the heart of the lowlands, under blood-red skies, I ride through the ghost towns where the old crow flies. Echoes of train whistles weeping soft and slow. Past the church with burnt walls where the sad winds blow. 6 bullets of fate in my weathered old gun, each one a memory, each deed undone. Shadows stretch long as my sins parade down cursed lanes in the choices I made. Found an old whiskey bottle, dust covered and sealed, in the room where my love's betrayal was revealed. Her picture, a faded reminder of what's lost. A love pure and honest, but oh what a cost. 6 bullets of fate for the ghost that I keep, each whisper a secret that I can't let sleep. Shadows fall heavy in the silent despair on paths paved with sorrow, leading nowhere. Silence stood a man once my friend. His heart turned to stone, on revenge did depend. We drew in the dusk, our past written in sand, 2 shadows colliding in this forsaken land. 6 bullets of fate, now 5 in the ground. 1 waits in my pocket where my peace is found. Shadows grow quiet as I kneel and pray in this land of the lost, where I'll soon lay. This darkly woven tale, set in the haunting landscape of a cursed western terrain, tells a story of loss, betrayal and eventual resignation, all framed by the ominous 6 bullets of fate. In the dusk of Lonesome Hollow, where the ghost trains whistle low, a dusty breeze spins tales of a love from long ago. Underneath old hanging lanterns, with shadows casting doubt, whiskey bottles lay forgotten, and the roses are all out. Dance the roses in the casket walls under the moon's cold stare. Silent steps on cursed lands, perfume hanging in the air. Where every petal dropped is a sin, each thorn a tale of scorn. Dance the waltz of the fallen night, where veils of sorrow are worn. She was beauty like the sunrise in a town too rough to tame, but her heart hid secret shadows with a love she never claimed. By the chapel stood her lover, not the one she vowed to keep. Church bells rang their silent warning in a town too dead to weep. Dance the roses in the casket waltz with echoes soft and frail. The trails breeze through burning church o'er the hills and dusty trail. Each step a haunting memory, each turn a whisper's breath. Dance the waltz of ghostly veils, twirling closer to their death. Silence of the desert, beset by stars' cold light, he found the grave unspoken where she lay in endless night. Across the wasteland's whisper, he swore by blood and stone, her betrayal would not linger where the sands of time had blown. So dance the roses in the casket waltz to settle old debts past, a gunslinger's final showdown where only shadows cast. With each petal lies a story in the ground, a lover's curse. Dance the waltz in the quiet land where silence ends the verse.
In the town where shadows whisper under the devil's moon, boots stir the cursed dust to the old saloon's croon. A trail of whiskey bottles marks the path he rides, every step a story where sorrow abides. Echoes from the dusty boots, tales of guns and loot, in the silence of the ghost town under the sky so brute. His heart a buried treasure in graves no cross could root, haunted by the love he lost in this desolate pursuit. Years back, young and wild, love was his to claim, a beauty from the east, Lily was her name. Betrayed by brother's hand for the gold in the vein, left her in the burning church with his soul in chains. Echoes from the dusty booths, cries of pain astute, through the howling dust storms, past the hanging
lands, a heart that won't truce.
In the mirror of the night, by the train's lonesome whistle, he faced the ghost of what was his resolve, now brittle. A reckoning in the quiet, with the stars as his witness. 2 shots in the darkness sealed the betrayer's kiss. Echoes from the dusty boots, now slowly mute. In the town forever silent, justice absolute. His love an eternal echo through deserts so acute. A lone gunslinger's tale ends where lives once took root.
Underneath that hollow sky, ghost town whispers, wind-born lies. Dust dances with the devil's sound on streets where dreams lay fallow drown. Moonlight casts a judgmental glow on the chapel where no believers go. Empty bottles clink like bones in a tavern where sinners atone. Beneath the hollow sky, shadows tell what words deny. In the silence, truth will rise, whilst the righteous close their eyes. Stars bear witness from on high to the tales of why men die. Underneath that hollow haunted sky, old train tracks rusted worn, echo wails of the forlorn. The sheriff's badge tarnished, bent by bullish bent in malcontent. Her love was a fleeting spell, a tender heart bound for hell. In the dust of a cursed land, she slipped like time. stand with no alibi. In the silence I confess, embrace the curse and seek redress. Stars look down on this restless plight, guide the lost back through the night. Underneath that hollow, haunted sky, whiskey soothes the restless soul beneath a sky that makes us whole. Drifting sands that time will sieve, beneath the hollow sky we live.
On a horse, a shadow under midnight side, crossing deserts where the old towns lie. Whiskey bottle empty, heart full of fire, riding through the hollow sky. The wind whispers secrets of a cursed land, through the ruins where the church once grand, burned to ashes in the devil's hand, with my love's name in the sand. Oh, the hollow sky where the lost souls cry, echoes of the deeds under watchful eyes. I ride for vengeance under starlit skies, haunted by the love I can't reprise. Once had a sweetheart, pure and true. Her laughter a melody, now overdue. Betrayed by a brother I thought I knew, left her in the ground, the morning dew. Train whistles moan like a ghost in pain, through silent deserts and forgotten plains. A badge of honor, now a stain on a heart that's bound in a bitter chain. Oh, the hollow sky where the lost souls cry, through dust storms swirling where dreams go to die. Riding for redemption where the old bones lie, cursed by the love I can't deny. Shadows at the break of dawn, face my brother traitor on the lawn. Bullets sang a deadly song, now he's lying cold, his life withdrawn. Underneath the hollow sky, now I ride alone, past the burning churches to the sins I atone. The echoes fade into the stones, a gunslinger's path eternally sown. Oh, the hollow sky witnesses my tone, silent in the desert where my grief has grown. Out where the wind cries through the bones of old towns, the shadows stretch long as the sun's beating down.
whiskey bottles lay, spilling secrets in the sand. Ghost of a preacher, Bible burned in his hand.
Oh, the prayer has got a curse, dark as night unseen. Wails like a train through the valley of the unclean. Dust storms rise, hiding sins that we all breathe. Haunted by the loves and lives we couldn't redeem. Here stood a church, now just char and decay, where I promised her forever, 'neath the cross we'd pray. But the devil's in the dirt and he called my name, led me down the tracks of betrayal and blame. Oh, the prairie's got a curse, cold as the clay, echoing the shots that took my breath away. Lost souls wander with stories they can't leave, bound to the land that won't let them grieve. I felt her near, her whisper on the wind, revenge is here. A specter of desire, a ghost of spurned love, demanding retribution from the heavens above. This prayer has got a curse and now it's mine to hold, a tale of a heart that turned too cold. The wind still whispers through forgotten graves. Here lies a gunman, a lover enslaved, outlawed by love, damned by fate. On haunted grounds I accept my weight. In the shadow of a burned out church, under a blood-red sky, I found an old whiskey bottle, throwing dust in my eyes. The ghost town whispers secrets in the chill of the desert night. Train whistle moaning distance, like a soul not yet in flight. Echoes from the whiskey, singing sorrow and sin, tales of a man forsaken by what might have been. Each drop a memory, each glass a grave, lost love and vengeance. Could say street. Now every bottle's a message from a past I can't defeat. Echoes from the whiskey haunt my broken dreams. Whispers of a cursed land and silent screams drowning in the shadows of what used to be. This bottle holds the last of me. In the grip of the night, I face down my fears. The wind carries voices of all those lost years. A reckoning's coming like a storm on the rise. No more running from the truth in my eyes. Echoes from the whiskey guide me to the end, where heartache meets dust and spirits bend. I lay down my burdens in this forgotten grave. Whiskey be my witness, I'm no one's slave. Each line echoes the desolation and the depth of a soul haunted by its own decisions and the harshness of the desert's unforgiving memory.
In the quiet dead of night, beneath the ghostly pale moonlight, a whistle cuts the silence like a noose drawn tight and right. Dusty boots step on board, his shadow long and lean, on the midnight train to nowhere, through lands cursed and unseen. No mercy in the midnight train, it rolls through barren lands, haunted by the whispers of men with bloodstained hands. A whiskey bottle at his feet, his heart is cold as the desert air. No mercy in the midnight train, just the weight of despair. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, in a town now burned and lost. Betrayal's price was heavy, a line forever crossed. In a churchyard left forgotten, where the wild violets dare to grow, lies the secret of his sorrow, only the midnight winds now know. No mercy in the midnight train, it screams like the haunted past. Each mile a reminder that nothing good shall last. Dust storm in his soul, a ghost town in his mind. No mercy in the midnight train, no peace will he ever find. In the flicker of the cabin light, he faces who he's become, a man shaped by vengeance under the indifferent stars above. The train rattles onward as he clutches the locket's chain, last memento of a love that drowned in the pouring rain. No mercy in the midnight train, a tale of a heart turned to stone, on tracks that lead to nowhere, forever damned to roam. With every clack and clatter, echoes of his fate unwind. No mercy
tells a story of loss and the relentless pursuit of a haunted past, driven by the rhythm of a train that offers no redemption, moving through landscapes as desolate as the man's own heart.
In the shadow of the old ghost town, the clocks all froze at 12. The wind whispers secrets in the language of a dusty spell. Whiskey bottle lying empty next to boots worn by the gales, underneath the stars that flicker over lands that God forgot. Midnight in the silent grave where the lost souls come to play. Echoes of the train whistle, moans of wood on the old gallows sway. Every grain of sand a memory, every stone a broken heart. Midnight in the silent grave where the past tears you apart. She was red, the flame of the prairie, burning fierce and burning bright. Left me cold beside the river where we kissed under the night. Found her whisper in a letter with the truth as sharp as knives. Said she's gone to seek her fortune, left me dead but still alive. Midnight in the silent grave where shadows stretch and reach. Sound of burning church bells ringing far beyond the preacher's speech. Every flame of faded love, every ash a dream we crave. Midnight in the silent grave where we count the sins we save. There's a curse upon my heart, like the curse upon this land. In the dust storm's heart I see her, with a pistol in her hand. Ghosts of what we were start dancing in the ruins of the chapel. I draw my gun as midnight strikes, revenge a bitter apple. Midnight in the silent grave, now our ghosts no longer roam. Silence falls like heavy curtains on the stage of flesh and bones. Every shout a loud confession, every echo a farewell. Midnight in the silent grave, in this haunted desert shell. The song drips with the essence of a haunted, forsaken place. The music, a slow haunting melody that walks through the ruins of love and betrayal.
Out where the whistle cuts the silence like a knife, dust devils dance with the ghosts of a forgotten life. Underneath the crescent moon's mournful glow lies a tale of a man buried by the lonely road. Beneath the stones where the wild winds that roam lies her heart turned cold, a soul never atoned. Whiskey whispers in bottles never sold, his secrets buried deep in the lonely road. In the shadow of the church where once the faithful prayed, he lost his love to another's wicked wayward ways. With vengeance festering in a heart that overflowed, he rode through silent deserts to the cursed abode. Beneath the stones where the wild winds roam lies her heart turned cold, a soul never atoned.
the dust they drew till death did decode. The price of sin on this desolate lonely road. Now beneath the stars where silent stories are stowed rests a gunslinger's pride in the ground erode. Just a nameless stone where the cold winds blowed. Another soul buried deep in the lonely road. Lonely road. Out where the whiskey whispers past the dried up river's edge, ghost town shadows stretch beneath the moon's pale pledge. Silent desert cries under a starlit curse of sky. A lone train whistle moans a song, old and high. No mercy in the revenge, this heart's turned to stone. Vengeance right beside me, through the night I roam. The bottle's hollow echo, the only friend I've kept on a path of retribution. Through the tears I've wept. Once loved a girl as wild as a storm above. Betrayed by a kiss, I lost my peace, my love. Whispering winds carry the scent of traitors' blood. Burning church in the distance, lost in the flood. No mercy in the revenge, shadows call my name. Every step on this parched land stokes the flame. The bottle's broken dreams lie scattered in the sand. Cursed by the memory, gun heavy in my hand. Now face to face with the devil in the dusk embrace. His eyes a mirror of my soul's dark forsaken place. Words are worthless here, in the silence we confess the deeds that bind us tight to this desolate wilderness. No mercy in the revenge, destiny's cruel design. Forgotten graves whisper of what once was mine. As dawn breaks merciless over lands no prayer can save. No mercy in my heart, just an outlaw in his grave.
Out there where the train whistles cut through the night, dusty roads twist like the secrets they hide. I rode through a town where the church burned to ground. Every cross stood black neath the moon's mournful frown. Ashes of the last ride swirling in the wind, haunted by the echoes of the sins I can't resent. Whiskey whispers softly, betrayal's bitter taste on the cursed trail of vengeance, gone without a trace. Dawn cracked like the bottle I threw against the wall, in the valley where shadows and old lovers call. I found her locket near the forgotten graves, underneath the willow that wept for our betrayals. Ashes
ashes of the last ride, caught in a dust storm's cry. Silent deserts witness under a vengeful sky. Whiskey numbing memories, love that could not last. On the cursed ground I wandered, haunted by the past. Face to face with the ghost in the mirror's cold stare. The gun in my hand, weighed down by despair. Whispers in the wind, a reckoning to behold. In the silver light, my revenge bitter and cold. Ride and mark the trails I roam. In this ghost town's heart I find no peace, no home. With each step forward I leave the past to burn. In the ashes of the last ride there's no return. So listen